I'm Custom Cez, and in this episode of Roma Custom Bike, we will powder coat the rear fender of my bike. And stay tuned, because at the end of the episode we have planned out a surprise with a very special guest. In this episode we will prepare the rear fender of my 91 Softail for powder coating in my homemade spray booth and oven. We will use the same paint we used in the Springer fork, the texturized black from Eastwood, or as I call it, sandpaper black. The roughness of the texture, just like sandpaper, makes it appear even deeper and more opaque than regular black. One of the things you have to keep in mind though when designing the color scheme for your project is that you don't want this paint in areas where you have a heavy buildup of grease or dirt, because the rough surface might be harder to clean. So here is our fender. The metal has already been prepared for paint by removing any imperfection with a grinder and sandpaper until we have a perfectly smooth surface. This has been a pretty laborious job, but necessary, since this painting process does not allow for the use of any Bondo or any other type of filler like that. So with my friend Polski Rage, we have tried a few different solutions, from some metal putty like this, all the way to the very old school system of laying down the lead. But unfortunately, all these materials we've tried got damaged during the heating process. The putty made bubbles and the lead actually melted away. So for me, no matter what you read on all the forums, the only solution is to fill the holes with the welder and then smooth them with a grinder or sandpaper. So that's what we did for this fender. Now the last thing we need to do is to position the little fin we have created out of aluminum with a CNC machine using a similar process to the one described in the last episode. And if you missed it, you can click right here to see it again. But this fin is made out of two pieces, the actual aluminum fin and a little copper base. As you can see, I've used some painter's tape to mark all the positions of the holes. So all we need to do is actually drill them out. Now that the fabrication is complete, we can start with the washing and cleaning process to prep for paint. One of the worst enemy is silicone, that literally repels the paint, leaving little dips and craters in the final product. Surprisingly enough, silicone is pretty much in everything, from deodorants to hair product to soaps. So after the first wash in soapy water, I like to use a silicone remover spray before the next water wash. Once I'm done with the washing, I prepare the part to be hung for the next processes, the spraying and the baking. Yes, the baking! Check your place in history and what you're doing. Let the people go wherever it is they're going. Let's start applying the powder. Here's how it works. The part is connected to the electrical ground and charged negatively. The powder then is held in this hopper, is driven by compressed air through this tube where it's charged positively up to 100,000 volts. Once the powder reaches the fender, since the two are charged with opposite polarities, they will attract, and the paint gets evenly distributed on the metallic surface. All you need to do is create a powder cloud around the part to make a layer increasingly thick of powder. You might have to be careful in the inside corners where, because of the Faraday cage effect, you might have to reduce the voltage to reduce the electromagnetic field that might repel the polarized paint. Sometimes it might be helpful to preheat the part, not only to release some of the gases that might have been trapped in the molecular structure of the metal, but also to instantly melt the powder that will stick similarly to conventional painting process. Careful though, because you lose the self-leveling properties of this type of paint. Now that the part is covered in paint, we can put it in the oven. But be very careful, since the powder is sticking to the metal only with the electromagnetic power, it's imperative that nothing touches the surface of the fender until the whole process is done. So, having already planned out the transferring procedure, I move the part with extreme care from the booth to the oven for the cooking process. This is the oven I built from scratch, using sheet metal and some oven resistors I found on eBay. I have put a hole right in the front where I can insert the probe from the infrared thermometer, so I can keep an eye on the temperature at every step of the process. Once the flow-out temperature is reached, the temperature at which the powder goes from powder form to liquid form, we wait about 15 to 20 minutes for the curing process to be complete. At this point, we can pull out the piece. So here it is, cooling off, and soon we'll be ready to be put back to work. Now all we have to do is install the fin after polishing it and put it back on the bike. But now, since we have reached the time of our surprise, we have to go meet a very important friend. Okay, we're going to my friend's store, my friend Luca's store, which is called Marmorata Freedom Machine, to get the spokes for a freshly painted rims. And they're the twisted one, and I hear they're fantastic. I haven't seen them yet, but I'm really jonesing to see them. So, let's go. Oh, ma te vuole va! Traffic in Rome.
Say one day, don't do drugs, don't just love, don't do anything that makes you happy. We'll pay up one day. You will get your share one day. You might get your share. You'll be goodbye. Sitting with.
Hi, Cesar.
Luca.
How you doing, guys?
What's up, man?
Not too bad. And you?
Very good, very good.
Oh, welcome to the show.
This is the rim.
Ah, okay. That you're talking about it.
Yes.
Yeah, you are
So,
searching for.
you guys should know that Luca here from Marmorata Freedom Machine is one of the top dealers in Rome of custom parts for Harley and not only. So we come here all the time to get parts and to get suggestion on how to deal with shit. And in this case, we have ordered a fantastic set of twisted spokes for this 21 rim and also for the 16 in the back. But now we're interested in the 21 rims.
We just received.
Oh, fantastic! Can you go get them? I'm freaking jonesing to see them. Please, please, get me the rims. I need my, I need my fix. Oh, fantastic!
That's your present, man, for to realize your dream.
Yes,
Dreams come
look
true.
at that shit. Man,
Look, man.
it's gonna look fan-freaking-tastic. So we're gonna have the black hub,
Yeah.
chrome spokes,
and
red
candy red.
rim, candy red rim over chrome.
Wonderful.
The black tire. I'm not gonna go for white walls because I honestly don't love them.
Swing by.
Yes, I'm trying to go for an old school look, but with new technology. So you know the old red rim that you used to get,
in the red color,
but in a new candy red, super technological powder coating color. So this is gonna be just fantastic. I'm gonna bring it back to you when it's done, hopefully with all the rest of the bike attached.
I hope.
Honestly, I cannot wait to ride. The days are getting so good, and I just want to pound some asphalt with my new creation. So Luca, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See you,
Thanks so much, and I'll see you very soon. All right, let's go install this shit. In this episode we have powder coated the rear fender and we got the spokes for the wheels. In the next episode we'll paint the rear rim and install the spokes to finally have a rolling chassis. I hope you like what you saw, and if so, please leave a comment here on YouTube. Press the like button and remember to tell your friends. I'm Custom Cez and I'll see you in the next episode of Roma Custom Bike.